Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Um, my name is going to be undisclosed for now. Uh, I just want to share with you who I am and my story so far. Everything's going to be unscripted, so if I have any ips and ups, sorry about that. And hopefully you can just bear with me and share a moment of your time. That'd be great. So, I'm currently 28-year-old guy living in Vancouver, British Columbia. And throughout a decade plus, I've been looking for not just friends but people who shares the same interests, values, and passion as me. And throughout a decade plus, I have never once found not even one person who shares the same things that I like, as weird as that may sound. And what I really like most is anime, but it sounds simple, but it's a lot more complicated than that. I'm currently 28 right now, and what I've learned throughout the last 10 years more is that just because I like anime, not everybody's going to like the things that I like. And that's fine. Everybody has their own taste and, you know, their own their own biases. That's cool. But maybe, I don't know, it's by some stroke of bad luck or just misfortune that I just couldn't find anyone that I can just talk about the things that I like. There's people, they like their One Piece, they like their Naruto, they like their Bleach, and that's fine at all, but it's so weird that, like, I have such niche, maybe, I have such niche taste or something that I can't really find anybody to share what I like. So, I'm making this video. You can call it a desperate move. Sure. Yeah, let's call it that. To find anyone at all, who's willing to come to my channel, just hang out, talk, and just share what we like, if any of you are out there. So, yeah, I'll get straight to it and I'll just elaborate some more further close to the end. So, I want to start off in the middle and just talk about Sword Art Online. Everything about Sword Art Online, I love it. First season, incredible. Second season, I heard so much people give Sword Art Online hate, and I just don't understand. I love everything about this anime. Second, third, fourth, Alfheim, Gun Gale, Alicization, I watched it all. And the thing that makes me mad and bothered me the most is that, you know, there are people who actually used to talk with me how much they liked the show, but just because of some guy on YouTube or some like with a higher subscriber count just bash the show, then one day they just stopped liking it because just somebody else said they didn't. I just never understood why, if you like something, just because somebody else is a little bit more popular and he has a different opinion, it shouldn't sway yours, right? It certainly hasn't swayed, changed my opinion. I still like it. I don't care if some guy's more popular, he has a higher subscriber count, and he gets more followers. It doesn't matter. I like what I like, and you should like what you like too. You shouldn't ever change your opinion for somebody else's just because they may be more popular. Don't try to fit in. It's just, don't do it. It's not you. Don't try to fit in. It doesn't work. It never ends well. Trust me. It's better to be yourself. But sorry for a long tangent, but let's move on to the next one. Eminence in Shadow. Fantastic, over the top show. Love it. It's amazing. Extreme, funny. It's charming. The guy's an edgelord, but people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's cool. It's done over the top. Rave Master, classic. Love the opening. Really, the art style is really old, but you can call it fairy tale, but with a better story. Let's see. These two girls. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too into it. If you guys know, you know. Redo of Healer. This one's a bit tricky. I know there's a lot of criticisms for the show, but I just enjoyed it for what it is. It is. I gotta admit, it is over the top, but it is enjoyable. Testament of Devil's Sister, another fantastic show. Great animation, action, comedy, romance. A little bit more than that. Yeah. Oreimo, surprisingly one of the first few animes I liked. Comedy slice of life. Got bashed for the ending. Can't really say too much about it, but it's another good one. Let's go down to Kami Inai. Second last middle here. Kami Inai is one of the most underrated animes that I've ever watched. Not a lot of people give it praise. It's one of those shows where it makes you think about life, about if people can live and they didn't die. It just helps you think a lot. Really philosophical. And the art style is just amazing. It's only 12 episodes, unfortunately. But just watch it all in one sitting. Well, actually, it could be more. Oh, God. I think I forgot, but I shouldn't. Yeah. I'm doing a disservice, but let's see. Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin, or I don't know what it is, Samurai X, Trust and Betrayal. I consider this anime a sort of the Japanese equivalent to English Shakespeare. It's so good. It's so underrated. It has such an incredible story. Surprised nobody talks about it as much. I'm not a big fan of the original anime, but I thought the movies were Trust and Betrayal and Reflections were overall one of the greatest masterpieces I've ever watched. The cinematography, the voice acting, the story, everything about it was just incredible. Let's move on to the next one. Ari Fureta. Guilty Pleasure anime. One of those isekais that I love. Let's see. No Game No Life. Oh my God. The movie was incredible. Just like the animation, voice acting. It's really tragic what happens at the end. I don't want to spoil anything. Uh, what's on the next one? 5 centimeters per second. 5 centimeters per second is one of my favorite Shinkai films. I think it is my favorite Shinkai films. Uh, I haven't watched Weathering with You, so it was one of those. At this time of recording, I haven't watched it, so I gotta put that on my to-do list. Konosuba, extremely funny. I think this is not really a given. uh, oh, My Hime. It's My Hime is one of the first anime. Funny enough, like I like it, but hasn't really aged well, in my opinion. But I felt as if it needed to have a spot here. Black Bullet, another incredible show. Okay. Your Name. Honestly, Your Name was incredible. I have a love-hate relationship with Your Name. I love the movie, yet I extremely don't like it. I love it because it's just Shinkai film. The animation's credible, voice acting, the visuals, everything's amazing. But what really turned me off from Your Name was that it's time travel, and I always had a issue with time travel. I can never take it seriously. I don't want to go on a long tangent, but I watch time travel movies as just no. It's one time travel movies. It's just movies where you just turn off your brain. You just don't think. But you really think about it. Time travel doesn't really make sense. But let's not get into too much. Right. Next one. Sakura Pet no Kanojo, classic, about a boy who's roommate with this girl, and she's a genius, and he's just coming of age story where he's an average guy, trying to find his way out in a dorm full of talented people, and it's just a story about his struggles, and so how I saw it, and how he moves on to overcome them. Next one is Recreators. It's a break for me. It's a refreshing break from general isekais, but instead of like getting transported to another world, you have other people transported to your world, which was really cool, and I really like the premise. I love all the soundtracks, the visuals, and all the way. I watched it all the way to the end. It was great. Probably in the future, I'll probably do a separate video of just analyzing why I like each of these shows individually, but I want to give a brief summary for now. Moving on is the list of 3x3s of video games that I like. I want to give a shout out to Growlancer, all the games, not just, I haven't played 1 and 6, but Growlancer is definitely my favorite game series of all time. It's unfortunate there's has not and will never be another game series like Growlancer ever again. And I played other video games. Current games I don't think will ever match up to my taste. Especially when I look at the world and I see how the world is moving on. It's basically a piece of art, that will be in history. And maybe there might be other people who disagree with me, say that there's games that are, better, but I disagree. This is, in my opinion, this is my peak. I don't think I'll ever find any other games that are better than the Growlancer series, in my opinion. With that being said, all the other games here, Rune Factory 4, incredible. Rune Factory was a very big part of my life, especially when I got this game in high school. Helped me through a lot of hard times. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, another underrated game. Very unique battle system. Doesn't follow traditional turn-based combat. Very unique. This guy too, funny, hilarious. Overall, great story, great game, great great comedy. Blue Reflection, Second Light. You can call this a guilty pleasure of mine. Yeah. Mega Man Star Force. I love the game series. One of the best Mega Man games out there. Unfortunately, stuck on the DS. Mario Kart. Great racing game. Breath of the Wild. The Zelda game that I've been waiting for basically forever. And lastly, Final Fantasy IV Advanced, specifically Advanced. I love everything about pixel art JRPGs. I love everything about pixel art games in general. They just take me back to, when games. I'm probably gonna get crucified for this, when creators of video games actually tried to make their games good. But these are all my my 3x3. This 3x3. This one speaks to me the most. The second one, honestly, I have more anime than I really wanted to talk about. But and this is the video game 3x3 that speaks to me the most. So now that I've shown this 3x3, I just want to go into more details why I've decided to do this desperate move. I'm 28 years old. The world's around me is not getting easier. Life is getting harder. I never expected it to get easier, right? But if there is anybody out there who shares the things that I like and is willing to, and if this video comes to you by some chance, I hope you can come over and to my channel and know that there is people like me who is searching desperately to try to find who has specific tastes and niches and things that I like that not everybody else would agree with, but I'm out here and I'm still waiting. I'm still searching. You can call this a desperate move, as I'm posting these on YouTube as a desperate act, but I felt as if I'm running out of options. And I hope that if there are people out there, who likes the same thing I had, who wants to share things that I like, I really hope that you come subscribe and you guys come together and we can hopefully build something. And and to those people who don't, you can just skip over this video, right? This video is not for you guys or anything. I'm just a guy right now. Just, after 10 years, decade plus, looking for, just looking and looking constantly. I haven't, by some bad luck, I just haven't met anybody. Like, there are people who like anime, but, like, anime's gotten bigger over the years, but that doesn't mean everybody is going to get along. Like, people have certain tastes that just other people just extremely don't like. And, for me, like, I don't really care, but for some reason, like, people go to wars over this, and just, I'm just a guy who's just trying to find a place in the world. I'm a guy who's just trying to find people who just genuinely want to connect and have other people who can share the things that I like. You can keep your politics, try to keep your politics out, but sooner or later it's going to come in. And the best thing I can do is to send a message out there that, there are people like me who just wants to, find this place and just create a community where we can just have fun and just live our best lives with the time that we have left. That's basically all I can ask for. So yeah, if there's any of you all out there who likes the shows that I like, there are more, who's willing to come over, and I can make a Twitch channel. We can just watch, anime and just hang out and just talk about life and just, hopefully we can talk about our problems and we can get through it as together. Because I know that, well, I'm hoping that there are people who are like me, who are just like completely foreign to other people and just trying to find a place. And I want to say again that I'm here. I'm trying to find you all, trying to find you guys. And I hope that one day that we can meet, and soon. And I don't want to wait any longer. 10 years, a decade plus, is enough already. So yeah, you can consider this, call this a desperate move, but at this point, it's basically my only option. And hopefully this video and this message can reach out to anybody who's out there. I thank you for anybody who's willing to come and listen to me, and who can connect with all my slides that I just shown today. And there's more to come, but these are the the shows that I like, and nobody around me seems to talk about them. Everybody's just talking about everything else, and it's fine, but I want to talk about what I want. And yeah, this is going to conclude my video.